Okay, so then we gotta pull you out. Pull you out. Ooh, I will get better at this eventually, hopefully. So now I'm on a screen share. And I gotta get the right window so before we go to this one, we share. And we can push you down, which means I won't see chat. All right, good morning, everybody. To Squinch here. Um, daily hitting sesh, daily live stream for the Australian Open. We're now in the quarterfinals. Had some really good matches last night, so we're going to take a look into them. Why don't we start with taking a look at who is still alive. Let's go over the results in the context of first the actual results and then the draws. So we're at the point now where all the big singles matches are being played on laver. Yeah, laver. So the four important matches are done in one day. We had the night matches, had no Americans. The day matches were Coco Gauff and Taylor Tommy Paul. So both lost, unfortunately. Let's see what this highlights by Infosys says. So that gives us into the longer version. Okay, we'll take a look at those in a second. So those are the results. Next, we'll kind of take a quick look at the draw, and then we will come back to these draws. So basically, we're at this stage here. Ooh, we want to go forward one more. So here's what's happening. We've got quarterfinals, four matches on each side, right? So we got two winners, and we know who are one of the semifinalists will be Djokovic against Zverev, 7 versus 2 seed because Tommy Paul got knocked out here. So the last remaining American playing tonight is Ben Shelton. So we'll take a look at that a little bit also. And then, so I'm sorry, I know nobody's come to one of these live streams yet, and I don't expect somebody will for a while. But if you happen to be out there and I missed you, I don't have a way to see my chat while I'm here yet. I could put it over there wirelessly up to that screen, but I never am going to, while I'm doing this thing, to look over there and check it. So that's not going to help any. So I've got a little stand coming, so I'm going to have use an iPad as a second screen, and I'll be able to deal with that stuff better by next week, I would think. Okay, so let's take a look at the women's draw and see what's happening over there. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go blow my nose. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. What were we doing? We're looking at Coco Gauff. So let's go forward one more and see what we're dealing with here. So top half's done. Sabalenka. Oh, somebody finally took her to 3 sets. Interesting. And then Gauff, 7-5, 6-4, one break in each set. So we'll look more into that here in a second. Playing tonight, we got Madison Keys. She's playing as good as anybody right now. Taking on Svitolina. And Navarro's got a tall order against Swiatek. Swiatek's also playing very good right now. Navarro, most of hers have been 3-setters. But she still has looked good in them. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go back over to results and start with Tommy Paul, Zverev. And let's just take a look and see What's going on here? Win percentage. Oh, looks like Tommy Paul did good for a second in that first set. So he must have gotten him. All right. Oh no, that's just even. So he's always kind of fighting from behind. Ugh, and then he's just he couldn't do shit. He brought it stand close. 7-6, 7-6. Okay. That chart doesn't tell me much. I don't like it. So let's take a look through all this interesting stuff, right? We can end up in the media, but let's first take a look at what's here. Commentary, we don't care. Stats. We'll take a look at AI commentary, AI match bites. Oh man, they're AI in our announcers. Unbelievable. That's where this will end. Okay, so we've got Tommy Paul's Vera rally analysis now. Stroke summary. Number of ground strokes, number of overhead shots, number of passing shots, number of volleys. Tommy Paul came to the net slightly more than Zverev. Just didn't come to the net at all. Didn't even bother. Tommy came like 4 or 5 times. It looks like, or it just found himself up there a couple times. Probably that's why he hit more volleys. Might be because he hit more drop shots. So they both hit 4. Okay, that's a good way to start, but it doesn't tell us much. So that's just stroke summary. Court vision. Where the winners came from, we don't care about that. 3D court vision. That's kind of cool. And it tells you where they're serving to, where one team's aces was. Oh, wow. All these different cameras you can switch around to yourself also. All right, we'll investigate that more in the future, but right now we're not. Let's just kind of go back to the stats and see what happened here. Aces, double faults, no big advantage there. First serve in. He won his first serve at a little bit more clip than, and his first serve is a little bit bigger. Not much. They both serve over 2. Okay, first serve average 207. I wish this was in miles per hour, but guessing about 150 and 188, so about 140, 135. And a second serve, so just a better serve. Zverev just has a fucking good serve. That's what it comes down to. A harder serve. He hits the ball harder on his serve. Tommy Paul hit more winners. Also more unforced errors, so maybe he's a little more aggressive with his ground strokes. Both won 4 of their break chances. Tommy Paul actually had more break chances. They both won about the same amount of points when they got to net. How or why they got there, there's not a lot of context on, so that doesn't matter that much. I don't think receiving points 1, don't care. Total points 1. So serve and return and rally, then we can break it down a little bit more. Let's take a little bit look into that serve situation. So even though he's got a big serve, he doesn't generate a ton of aces off it. Is that because of Tommy Paul, or because it's just how it is, right? The gray is the lower. That's good. I don't like it. Doesn't tell me much. So let's just see if we get what happens if we view profile. Just his matches and his about. He's from Jersey. 6-footer, 6'1", it says. I don't know. He looks a little shorter than that to me. 11, 6 foot maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell on TV. I'm gonna take a quick look at the other one to see if we got any comments in there. Boop, boop. 0 people in chat. Nope, that's fine. Okay, so then where else do we want to go? We wanted to go back to results because we weren't done. Although we're running short on time. So let's go and try to find the little one. First, let's look at the golf statistics. That was interesting. And now that we've been through all the tabs, we know, shit, golf is looking good. And then Badosa just kind of gets that first set and then just leans on her. Okay, so let's just take a look at stats here. Ace is about the same, double faults. A couple extra for golf. You can't be double faulting 6 times in 2 sets. First serve, that stuff's pretty similar. Goff only won her second serve 35% of the time versus Badosa winning hers 63% of the time. So the question becomes, what's going on with Goff's second serve? Fastest serve, they're about equal. So it's a little bit slower. And it's just not that good. Way more winners. That usually means way more unforced errors. That's fine. People trade that off. Return winners. Return unforced errors. So she plays more conservatively. She had way more break points. Coco found herself at the net a little bit more. But this is like a second serve problem, right? 34 and 27. And then she only won 12 of her 34 second serves. She won 17 of 27. So something's going on. Either Badosa just owns Coco's second serve or else something's up. Okay. Let's go find those little match recaps on the homepage. Those are always fun. So we got Zverev there. And, oh, are you kidding me? They didn't do a little guy for that one? What? I mean, it looks like these match recaps are probably all on somewhere. Yo, video library? This is going to be the big match recaps. Oops. These are like real stuff. Okay, so we are just going to try to see. That sucks. We can't get, I mean, well, this is it right here, Badosa. Sorry, I'm stupid. Yeah, yeah, power off. Pretty neat. And then she takes Goff out. Based on that short clip, it looks like deservedly so. Zverev is just steady. There's nothing you can do about that. Look at Zverev. He is looks pretty focused there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fucking ripped it on the run like that. He's good. Maybe he is 6'1". I don't know. I mean, I think Zverev is like 6'3". So let's see when they shake hands. I guess we won't. As long as we're here, we should take a quick look at Djokovic. Don't you think? Yeah, might as well do all four of them. Quick look at Sabalenka. Sabalenka is always fun to watch. I like her a lot, but she's not American, so we got to root against her. Yes, yes, yes. That's Sabalenka in the yellow far side. So this is the Pavlyuchenkova. Pavi. No, I did the best I could. Ooh, we got there. Remember, she took that middle set, right? So 6-2, 6-2. So it's pretty even. One of them dominated the first set, the other dominated the second. And Sabalenka puts her in the grinder. So that fifth one goes mad, right? And so then let's go over to, I mean, this is going to be the story, right? Joker versus Alcaraz. Joker wins as a 7 seed. He's probably going to win 2 tournaments to get back up into the mix there, but I don't think he's done yet. That must have been the 33 stroke one. That looked long. Oh, my God. You're so tired there. He's so tired right now. Unbelievable. Yeah, Grant's smiling. Why would this point be if it says 6'4" down there? That was the last one. Why do people trying so hard to like get some personality into the game, but they just come across looking awkward? Danielle Collins and now Novak. That is not the answer to get young viewers, I don't think, but we will explore that on a different day as well. Um, what's next? Next, I want to take a look at what matches we've got tonight, real quick. So, match schedule. Madison Keys and Emma Navarro, both of our girls in early matches. I am going to watch that, both of those. Madison is playing as good as anybody right now. Okay, it does not give you statistics. Navarro, like I said earlier, tall orders, wide text playing really good. And then night matches. Oh, look at them. They're hurrying up. They put 3 singles matches in the day session. And then in the night session, just one plus a, because they know they can get a million people to it because Diminar is Australian, I guess. So it's Sinner versus Diminar in the night session. That's such a big draw. They can put all 3 singles matches early. And that probably helps their TV, especially for Americans. Yes, they're trying to get as many of us watching as they can. That makes sense. So, yeah, we'll try to watch all 3 tonight. I think we'll go strong in all 3 of them and get a good feel now. Let's see. Svitolina, let's take a look and see how easy it is to look up an opponent on Abstract and get some good information. Svitolina. There she is. Okay, let's get some information. Right-handed, 30 years old, from Ukraine. Current rank 27. She was all the way up to 3 in 2017, so that was 7 years ago. So she's a perennial pro. I know I've seen that name forever. So she just sticks around. It looks like she hasn't played last year since the U.S. Open. Made a round of 16 at Wimbledon last year. Came over and played the U.S. round of 16, round of 32 at the U.S. Open. So that's like third round, I think. Quarterfinal at Australian. So she's just starting a good year. Tour level seasons, a lot. She turned tour in 2012. She turned pro, 5 pro matches. We'll say 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is her 13th year on tour, and she's 30. So she went pro at 17. And basically, she's just grinding them out. Let's see, does she have any? Those are recent titles and finals. You have to go pretty far back. So it was like year-end rank. So it was 2017 to 20 that she had her strong run. All the way down to 240. That usually means injury, so she didn't play for a long time. And now she's been shooting back up. So she's 25, 23. Her ELO is about the same. And then playing on hard court, ELO is about the same. No big changes there. So Australian, she's played 11 times. Pretty good record there. So she's just your perennial pro. We'll have to see what else besides that. And then let's take a look at who else. We're not going to pull up Swiatek, but let's pull up the Sonego guy. Lorenzo Sonego. He is currently ranked 55th. Eloin at 71, so not even playing as good as that ranking. Pink ranked 21 and 21. That's interesting. So he's a 29-year-old, so he's been around for a while himself, Italian. And then Mickelson beat him right before this tournament in Auckland. Interesting. So been going hard. So it took him a little bit longer to get to the tour. Been going hard since 2019. Was on the Challenger Tour for a while. Recent titles and finals, nothing. Ooh, we did good in one of our U.S. ones. Year-end rankings, just grinding it. And then looks like he's kind of topped out here. I mean, he's been here for a long time. So I'd say, based on the stats, this is winnable. And then, yeah. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close her out there today. And we learned a couple new things, and slowly I'll get better at moving between all the different things and find out ways to keep the segments a little bit shorter and a little bit more informative, and we'll get better at this. But until then, another hitting sesh in the books. So bring this back here.